Testing one, testing two.
Looks good, looks good, looks good. Yep. Okay. Send it.
Now I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am.
All right. Thanks, guys, for tuning in to Everything is Broken podcast with Davey and Dan. We're here, Dan3 TV, Davey on everything. It's Father's Day weekend. Happy to have you guys here. We haven't seen our dads yet. We're kind of being bad sons, but I mean, hey, it's going to happen.
My dad is a big-time grinder. He's a hustler, so he'll appreciate us being here doing this.
That's right.
Although I'm sure he would love if we stopped by and saw them.
Yep.
Including Dan Sr.
Dan Sr. is also appreciating. Every time I visit him, he's like, hey, yeah, it's been a Daniel Tuckash sighting. Because he's like, they're junior sighting, right?
Yeah.
Like so few and far between. I should really visit them more.
Yeah, I know. We're shitty.
Yeah.
But we're going to go see them today.
Yeah.
We're going to go have a little barbecue with my dad. Spend some time with him. Like I said, he's a big-time worker, so he'll be happy to see us going over here. So
every time I want to go see my dad, he's always busy. He's always doing something. He's like, yeah, I'm over at the cottage, or I'm working on this, doing a project. It's like, all right. Well,
I mean, you think they're just because they're your dad?
Yeah, they're
not
available
doing
24/7.
right?
Yeah.
But they have their own shit on
I
there
know.
too, so we got to cut him some slack. But today we're definitely going to go see them. I got my dad a T-shirt. It says "Great Canadian Dad" on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
So he might like that. I don't know. He probably won't even wear it actually, but I got him a little something else as well. So
Last time I bought my dad a gift for Father's Day was a bottle of booze, and he still hasn't even opened it yet. He's like waiting on us to like crack it together. I was like, all right, you don't have to wait, man.
no,
okay.
He wants that for your wedding day or something.
It
Like,
must
he's
be,
saving
yeah.
it.
He's
saving it. He wants it to age fine, you know.
Yeah, it's like vodka or something. Nothing special.
Nothing special. Probably just some Smirnoff, eh?
No, it was Goose. It was Canada Goose.
Here, Dad. Here's a Mickey of $10 Smirnoff vodka.
Yeah.
Save this for my wedding
exactly.
or some crazy event that's gonna happen. So, yeah. So we're gonna go see them, obviously. But this is the first official episode.
This is the first official episode. Yeah.
Yeah, of Everything is Broken. So, the first pilot did really well. I mean, as far as like our level goes, we were stoked
I was
about
expecting nothing, and we got a lot out of it. So I mean, kudos to you guys for tuning in.
Yeah,
Appreciate all the love.
We do. We appreciate you guys watching it. It did substantially better than basically anything else I've ever put out.
There you go.
But I credit that to Dan mostly, almost all
happens.
Dan. So I'm also realizing like there's a huge space beside me here, so we might have to adjust the camera for the next showing. But for now, we're running with this. This is the rough, unedited draft of the Everything is Broken podcast studio.
Yeah, this is the raw version of it.
Yeah, it's very raw. We just showed up today, and they don't even really know that we're doing this in here, I don't think. We just told them we're going to store a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're in this like storage place, and we're inside of a building.
Yeah.
We got
Building
this,
Inception.
Yeah, building inception, exactly. We got these fucking cheap-ass
Foam squares.
Yeah, so we don't really know how this is going to turn out, but we're luckily the ceiling is like wide open, so the con to that is everybody can hear us talking, and they can listen to this as a live performance if they wanted to.
We could. We could also just go live, right? And be like, hey, how's it going? Tune in.
Yeah, we had to wait a little bit because like this is a public facility. Well, it's private facility, but anyone can rent a place in here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like, sorry, I should say fortunately, we're in the back. And there's like, probably beside us is mostly empty lockers, but there was some random guy. Oh, we're doing brand drops now? They're not paying me anything. Don't buy that shit. Don't do it. They're not paying me a cent, so. Yeah, there's no one really around us, but obviously today there had to be a guy right across from us. He was like,
Yeah, he was just doing his own little thing.
yeah, he's storing shit. I don't know.
Tinkering away for a solid half hour there.
Yeah, so we were just sitting here waiting, like, fucking on our phones.
Yeah.
Before he left. But he's gone now, and we're hoping that nobody else shows up.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty nice secluded area. It's about like maybe an extra 10-minute drive for me to get here, so it's like not even too bad.
Yeah, this place is pretty cool, and it's cheap as fuck too, and we got a wicked deal. So what we're gonna do with it is we're actually gonna set this up like semi properly.
Yep.
We're gonna have a banner here, and it's gonna have our logo, and we're gonna do these things are gonna be like a little bit better. I got them just kind of floating there right now. Eh?
Yeah.
Like a little bit of electrical tape on the ones that could.
Shout would be proud.
Yeah.
Shout out St. Mary's.
Yeah, Mr. Atchison was our
Comtech teacher.
contact teacher, which
Yeah.
is communication technology,
Yeah.
which is basically what we're doing right now.
I remember one time I saw him out at the famous Milton's, or infamous Milton's restaurant now I should call it, because
Yeah.
of the incident with that guy with the dog,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But
Just give him a brief summary of that real quick.
oh, okay. So guy went in and had a service animal, and then the owners were trying to like kick him out. Got really violent and proceeded to like basically throw hands on the guy. It was like threatening him. He went on the ground screaming. People like posted it on YouTube, every single like social media platform possible known to man, and it blew up. So like they got fined. They did get charged. It was pretty crazy.
It was like big talk of our town. We
Yeah.
live in a pretty big place, but it was like big talk because everybody knows that restaurant.
Yeah, exactly.
And people are like generally good.
Yeah.
So they were pissed that
Yeah.
they did that, right?
100%. Yeah, they got so many bad reviews and whatnot. They were like flagged down for like
Yeah. They were
weeks.
sitting at a solid 1 star.
Yeah,
Maybe at
yeah.
best.
It was like it's called something like review bombing, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, you like send everybody and your cousin.
Yeah.
And you just give
like,
them a
hey,
1
give 'em
star.
1 stars.
You know, I guess fuck Milton's, but again, like
I
I'm
don't
not trying to
mind them.
slander them here, but everybody else already did, so
Yeah, that's
fuck
true, they
Milton's,
did.
I guess, right?
Damn.
But anyways, you were saying, where were we going with that?
That's where I saw Mr. Atchison last.
Oh,
It was
Mr.
a-
Atchison, yeah.
Yeah, it was like 6 years ago, and I saw him, and I paid for his bill with him and his wife, and I was like, hey, it's been a while. How's it going?
Yeah.
It was like a half price wing night, right? And I decided to like pay it forward. Like, yeah, I haven't seen this guy for years. And then, actually, funny story too. I found out he was still teaching because when I was working at my last job in the mall there at Journeys, they went and what was it? There was one of my part timers was sitting there. They told me that she was working there. I was like, oh, cool. Or she still works there.
Oh yeah,
St. Mary's,
at St. Mary's High School.
Yeah.
We went to
Still
St.
teaching.
Mary's High School in Kitchener, Ontario,
Yep.
and I mean, fuck that place too. But whatever, we met there, so
Yeah.
we had some good times, dude. And Mr. Atchison, he was a nice enough dude.
Yeah.
In retrospect, I didn't mind him at the time. He was a nice enough guy, but I was probably a little piece of shit too. So he taught me a few things actually, like
Yeah.
Flash and
Rotoscope and
yeah, like shit I haven't used in years, but now I'm using some of it now,
yeah, it's useful.
which is cool. So shout out to Mr. Atchison. Hopefully you're retired because you probably deserve it, man. You
Yeah.
probably had to put up with a lot of bullshit from stupid kids. So that goes for most teachers at that high school. I had some bad, shitty teachers at that high school. Like, you know what? I wasn't even a bad kid by any means. I don't think I was a pretty nice kid.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, I was a pretty big slacker. I know that for sure.
Yeah, I
Like,
slacked
came to,
big-
like,
I
doing
slacked
homework,
big
I was like,
time, but-
hell no, bud. I ain't doing that. It's like, here, just give me a 52 and we're calling it a day, right?
Can we pass this class? Yeah, I almost failed a couple classes, but I never did.
No, I never failed this class, but I did retake classes to improve my grade.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
night
did you-
school, whatever at Cameron, where we're taking like
you have to do summer school?
no, it was night school. It was like throughout like the winter term.
What?
Yeah.
That sucks.
It did. It was pretty ballsy. I didn't do it in summer school though.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think I would have rather done summer school because, at least, like, you're not there in school all day, and then you go to night school.
It was like I think it was like Tuesday nights or something like that. It wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, met some cool people out of it. But it was like, it's still like, why am I doing this?
It seems like,
It's so
now
mundane.
you look back, it's such a fucking wasted time.
Oh, 100%.
Because, like, what did you get out of that now in 2022 as a 30-year-old man?
Oh, yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
You didn't get shit from that.
Nope.
You passed high school, which you could have done without that. You could have taken some bullshit
Yeah,
classes and
it's
passed.
true. It's true.
But you know what? Stay in school, kids. Like, I'm not saying fuck school.
No, definitely stay in school. 100%.
Like, just
if you have
at
the
least
option,
graduate.
at least graduate.
At least graduate high school. But when you get out of high school, don't feel pressured to like go into some fucking course because I kind of did that and ended up just blowing money.
Yeah.
And now I work construction and I make decent money, but I wish
That's part of your everything was broken path, right?
that's it.
Now
It's
it's
part of
broken there, and then
Yeah.
it's turned into this now.
I guess, yeah.
Brought you
It's-
here.
It's part of the path, and now I'm doing podcasts for free, in a storage locker. So
That's right.
you know I made it. You know I made it.
He made it.
But no, yeah, man, I don't know. Well, I gotta be careful with this wall too because I'm a fucking bull in a china shop. I'll just keep hitting this wall over and
Bam.
over again
Turn
if
it
you
on.
allow me to.
Migos Fight Night starts playing.
Yeah, I love that song. We actually have the capabilities now to do all kinds of stuff because we have this audio interface
Yeah.
thing. But I don't want to push it and just like bombard everyone with a bunch of like applauses and laughters and
Right.
boos and shit. We can also play music too, and it
Okay.
records right to our recording. So
The soundboard's coming in hot.
yeah, I mean, before last week, I admit it looked like we were using microphones,
Yep.
but when I when I went to edit it, the audio was trash
Oh yeah.
because we had it plugged into our phones,
Yeah.
and it just was weak.
Oh.
And that mic didn't like it, and I used a little bit of it just to kind of clear the audio up.
Yep.
Excuse me. But no, it was garbage. So we just faked it really, and it didn't turn out too bad.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I've recorded a lot of videos with just the microphone on that camera,
Yeah.
and it's been okay. It might even be what's good about it is like if this fails,
Yeah.
that still
It'll still catch
records.
it?
I'm just worried about the echo in here. That's my only concern. So,
Ah.
but we got an open ceiling,
Yeah.
and
That's a pretty cool space. Any of the visitors that are gonna come by, we're gonna have like the love seat moved in probably next week.
yeah,
And we make it a little more cozy.
it's gonna be way better come
Oh, yeah.
next week.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're just gonna probably do another episode of just us at least one more,
Yeah, I'd say so.
and then yeah, we're gonna start off with guests that we kind of know and that we're super comfortable with, but people with cool stories are like funny as fuck. We have a couple funny friends, so
Yeah, definitely.
and then yeah, they can come on here and talk shit about our high school too if they want. But hopefully they only have good things to say about Mr. Atchison.
Yeah, we hope so.
Yeah.
For me, it was funny too. I was talking to Davey here about going to the casinos and whatnot too.
Yeah.
Brantford and whatnot. And yeah, every time you go, I always get ripped off.
Oh.
I've lost money countless times, and yet I still don't learn my lesson. So sure enough, went maybe like 2.5 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me and my buddy Braden. Shout out Braden.
Shout out Braden.
And yeah, $300 gone. Just sewered it all on slots.
Yeah. See,
Didn't learn my lesson.
that's the thing, man. It's hard, but you know what? We've had some days where we
Well,
won.
yeah,
And you know what? Our
that's
buddy
true.
Gurzy,
Oh,
the guy's dedicated to it, so he'll play roulette. I don't think he does it too much anymore, but when we were like younger and we didn't have any kind of financial responsibilities,
Yep.
really, Gurzy could just go in there and he had this like system that it
The
seemed
mojo,
legit.
like, the spark in his eye. He's like, hey,
Yeah.
you could count.
He couldn't get the guy to leave
No,
the
I know.
table. Even if he was up, he'd be up like quite a bit of money, and you couldn't get his ass out of there.
Yeah.
We'd have to like make Gurzy, all right, that's enough,
Yeah.
because he'd be winning, and then like, all right, shut it down, man, let's go. We just won whatever, $600 or whatever. Yeah. I'm just gonna tell them like our camera just shut the fuck, like it just shut off.
Yeah.
And I hate to admit that because that's embarrassing because we already lost the light.
Yeah.
And our camera just turned off, and we were talking about Fallout or Xbox or something.
Yeah, Halo. I don't know.
So if it just randomly cuts off in the cast,
Yeah.
just know we did our best and we did not mean to do that.
Yeah.
But we don't know what the fuck we're doing half the time. So
That's just it. Everything's broken.
everything is broken, including all the equipment we own, because it's all Amazon specials.
Keep it going. I love it.
But anyways, we're gonna move on from that from Fallout because, like I said, we're about 10 years out of date.
Yeah.
But so carrying on with the tradition of our pilot, Dan brought some iced coffee, but he did not stay loyal to the Beebs.
I did not.
He got McCafe.
I know. Feel betrayed. I saw this one TikTok. It was funny. He's like, "Here, man, try this." And what's it called? He starts singing just like Bieber. He's like, "Whoa." I was like, "All right, that's funny." Stuck with me.
There's no updates on him as far as I know, but
Oh, poor guy.
um,
Still sick.
yeah, still sick, and he's not changed. Nothing's changed, so we'll talk about it next episode one more time.
Yeah.
We're giving him too much publicity.
I know.
This guy's
Free
gonna get
publicity.
250 views. Justin Bieber got
Yeah.
from us.
Yeah.
Damn. And look, right now we're giving him more. This is how you become rich, people.
Oh, for sure.
Just have people talking about you nonstop.
Yep.
Anyways, so yeah, like I said, we're gonna be really trying to put some time into the studio because it's very clean and like brand new, basically.
Yeah,
right?
it's
There's not a
really-
scratch on the floor or on
I
the
haven't
walls.
seen anything of like notes at all.
So we're gonna add some cool shit to this place. It's gonna be
Some
bumping.
shelves in here. Get some like
Yeah.
chairs, the
And
couches coming
if you
up.
guys don't know, this is the main motivation for this was because I'm gonna double it as a storage for my up and coming business, Broken Glass Supply,
That's right.
which is piggybacking off Broken Cannabis products, but it's gonna be basically just like a variety of products, like going on any other online store and being able to buy bongs and pipes and whatever. So that's coming soon, and we're gonna store it in here. But we figured we have the space, we're paying for it.
Yeah.
Why not do the studio here too? Because my house, the attic is just tight.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Yeah.
There's
Double it up.
animals.
Harlow's not here today, sorry guys.
I know, but her hair is always with me, so she's here in spirit and partially physical too, because there's so many damn hairs on me. But yeah, so like I said, first couple episodes, we kind of just want to run with it, and we're gonna just talk.
Yep.
And maybe we'll have some specific topics, but
Get it more structured for you guys.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, here's the rant and rave of this week. Here's
Yeah.
Davey's rave of
Yeah.
what he's talking about.
you gotta walk before you can run, and then you gotta crawl before you can walk.
Yeah.
That's how it works, right?
Oh, run first.
You run first. Yeah, babies always just get out of their moms,
Give it, yeah.
and they're gone. And then they lose that ability, and then they
somehow.
crawl. Somehow. They have to start from the beginning. But they're born with the ability to run like hell.
Oh, yeah.
But no, so, yeah, we want to just really get, adjusted to this format, because neither of us have done this before.
Yep.
I was on a podcast one time with my boys, Fried Chicken Podcast.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
I don't think they ever fully put out their version of it.
Okay.
But we've recorded multiple segments. One they did put out was the roll with me section, where they just asked me questions about weed, and and I filled the cone and I smoked.
Yeah.
And that was cool, and they put that out. And there's a couple other segments, but the main one was the podcast. I was on their podcast.
Yeah.
And we talked for 2 hours probably.
Oh, wow.
And we're just smoking the whole time. So
Yeah.
I was by the end of it, I didn't even know what to say. My brain was toast. And so me and Caroline went up to Toronto, North York, to meet these guys, and they're cool as fuck. And we never met them before. I just had always been talking to them.
Yep.
And I kind of when I saw how they were doing shit. It's funny is they hit me up a long time ago and said, "Hey man, we want to do what you're doing."
Yeah.
And I said, "Guys, you can definitely aim higher than that.
Yeah.
You guys are doing what I'm doing right now.
Yep.
We can both do better."
Yeah.
Right. So, but I see what they're doing, and they had their podcast thing going, and they would have the coolest guests. Obviously their podcast is very cannabis based,
Right.
but they would have guests from magazines and
no
stores
way.
and
Yeah,
industry
editorials, shit.
professionals, and it's a small industry
Yeah.
right now because it's new.
Yep.
Cannabis has only been legal for about 4 years.
Already
But,
that long, eh?
Yeah, 2018 or something. But
Yeah.
they had some cool guests, man, and I was lucky enough to be on their show.
Yep.
And I'm hoping we can do the same thing. Just have some really cool guests, because that's I don't know, podcasts that have guests, you kind of have to, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm gonna tell you all my stories in 3 episodes, and you're
Yeah.
gonna hate me because I'm gonna tell them again in the next 3
Yeah,
episodes.
it's like the dad at the barbecues, right? He says the
Exactly.
same story over and over again. He
Yeah.
looks at you, he's like, hey, did you hear this one? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard
It's
that
like,
one every time. You've told it for 20 years.
Yeah. Every time.
But
Grilling
yeah.
steaks or whatnot, right? He goes,
Yeah.
flips the barbecue, got my old beaters on.
Yeah, he's
ready
got
to
his
cut
New
them all.
Balance.
Yeah, that's
Or
it.
Air Monarchs.
Yep. Or
whatever they
Skechers
are.
or whatever they are, ready to go cut the grass. What was that? Oh, I don't know.
I don't know, but we're just hearing noises now. So, I just want to. We do have to maybe stop every once in a while, because people are gonna come into their facilities and just make a bunch of noise. So if I stop like that,
Yeah.
it's just because I'm trying to hear people out. We don't care if people hear us.
No.
We're not embarrassed
Shameless.
at all.
Yeah.
This is whatever. But we just don't want to have the cast disrupted
Yeah.
for no reason. We can do that ourselves,
We do
We're
a good
good at
job
fucking
of it.
this up ourselves. We don't need someone else to.
Another light dies. Hey, if he dies, he dies.
If she dies, she dies. Yeah, we have no light. Now it's dark as fuck because there's a light above us,
Yeah.
but it's a motion sensor, so it turned off. Nobody's been around.
Yeah.
It just turned off, so you can see a lot of shadows in the back. I'm gonna have to buy a better light than this piece of junk,
We'll figure it out.
but we'll figure it out. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
You guys don't care, right?
I don't think so.
No, they don't give a shit.
We're just here for the vibes.
You're just here for the great conversation and intelligence and
It was
high
funny,
IQ
too.
points.
Went out to dinner on Friday night there with my friend Keeks.
Yeah.
And it was you don't realize how fast talking goes by with people that are genuine. It's like 2.5 hours later, or just as long. And it's we never run out of things to talk about.
No.
You and I would bounce off each other. Same thing with me and Nick when we were talking the other day. Same thing with Brian, his the party thing yesterday. Guys, it's months apart,
Yeah.
or days apart, or hours apart. And it's What's up with you, man? Like, what's
Yeah,
going
I think it's just there's just like a chemistry there.
on? Yeah.
We've known each other so long, but if we can make this shit go for 2.5 hours,
That's a long time.
I don't know. I don't think we have enough power in the
No.
world. Also gotta remember we don't have electricity here.
That's true. Yeah.
We have this battery
Yep.
that everything's charging off of right now, and hopefully it survives. We're down 2 bars, so we should be okay for the remaining of this episode. But
Nice.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, we could sit here and talk for hours. Do you want to hear most of it? Probably not.
No.
But once in a while there'll be something cool.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that this podcast, everything is once in a while.
Yeah.
So everything will be cool that we talk about. That's my
little
theory.
segments of like, hey, 5 minutes apart.
Yeah.
Here's this new topic. And you're like, hey, yeah, I relate to that.
Yeah.
You're on board with it, right?
Like, I don't know. It would be cool to like even play like little games. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my shorts because my freaking balls will be hanging out on the video. But it would be cool to even play like little games, or you know what? It would be cool. What would be cool is if we had like people calling in
Oh yeah.
and being like, because I watched this one podcast called the Atheist Experience,
Okay.
and that's like their main thing.
Okay.
They have people come in and just debate them.
Yeah.
And like, we don't really do that,
No.
but it'd be cool to call in, have people call in and just talk to us, ask us some questions. But at the same time, you'd have to know we're live. This would have to be live.
Yeah.
Or like tell everyone I know, like, hey, feel free to call this phone number between 1 and 3 and see what happens. We're not quite at the live point of this. We got this on Spotify though, so I'm pretty proud
That's
of
true.
that.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Spotify,
Google Podcasts.
no, I failed on that.
Oh,
I didn't get us on most of the major platforms.
that's okay.
I need an Apple ID, which you have.
I do have Apple ID.
So
yeah.
we're gonna get on Apple Music.
Okay.
We're gonna get on Google.
Yep.
Because I can't do that. I was just lazy.
Okay.
And then we were on about like maybe 5 or 6 other streaming platforms. We'll post them in the
Yeah.
description. But YouTube is like our main one because of the video.
Yeah.
Like, we're not Joe Rogan,
No.
so I don't think they just let us have video because I would have put it up.
Yeah.
They just took my audio out of the video
Hmm.
and posted it because I used a hosting site called Buzzsprout.
Okay.
And I uploaded the video and audio came out at the end, so like, they don't want our video on there. They're like, it's taking up too much bandwidth and no one's watching. We don't have the storage for this. But it's cool, man. It was like the coolest thing to see my shit, to see our shit on my laptop on Spotify.
Yeah.
That just made my day, honestly. I was stoked. And
Right.
then and on Buzzsprout, it tells you how many downloads we got. We had 5
Ooh.
as of this morning.
Ooh.
So thank you for those 5 people. And you know what? I'm proud to say I'm none of them. No, I'm one of them.
One.
I got 1 download, okay? So
Damn it,
4
it's
people,
4
thank
people.
you. Maybe one's my mom. She doesn't have Spotify though, so
Okay.
count that out.
It's not me, but I have listened to it like through YouTube, so I did count it to like one of those views there at least.
Fucking at least favorite it on
I did. Yeah.
Spotify, man.
That's what I think
So that
I did.
buddy, we're the only ones watching you. Oh my god, that's the set. It's falling apart, people. It's falling apart. Yeah, the foam is right behind you, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, I was wondering where that went.
It fell.
There we go.
Yeah, so we're gonna tape these up or something, right?
Yeah, sticky tape.
I got electrical tape. That's all I had at the moment.
We need that double-sided stuff.
Yeah, I'll buy some shit that'll work. We don't want to like nothing permanent in here, but tape is not permanent, so that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 3 months on this place.
Yeah.
We had to commit it to 3 because we
know.
got a deal,
Yeah.
but that's okay. The guy showed us a locker
Yeah.
this size near the front, and they have this big ass like
I-beam or something. Or steel
yeah,
beam.
it was a big girder that was like connects up to the trusses or whatever,
Yeah.
and it had that. But we also didn't like the locker because it didn't have a back wall with the
Yeah.
corrugated steel.
Yep.
It was like a shitty concrete, and then it had this big fucking I-beam there.
Yeah, in the middle, right in the middle, and it protrudes outward, so it's like you're awkwardly like losing a.
Yeah, but it worked out
Two
for
piece
us because we didn't want that locker because it was so close to the front,
Yeah.
and it was so close to where they had this big ass
Speaker there.
speaker, and
Playing,
you could
like,
hear the
radio or
music.
Whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like Chime FM or some shit.
Yeah.
So when we saw that beam, I was like, that's our chance to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Let's go to take us to the back. And I would have had to been straight up with the guy if he didn't take us to a good locker.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, we need a square. I told him like we need a square,
Yeah.
clean
Yeah.
finish. We can't have fucking painted concrete and shit. Like, this is a high budget operation, but okay. So on to this next segment of the episode.
Everything is broken. Yeah.
Everything is broken. That's the show. Also, like, not to bring attention to this, but when I searched Everything is Broken on Spotify, there was some Bob
Don't say
Dylan
it.
fucking podcast or something, but it wasn't him. Like,
Oh.
it was like another podcast like about Bob Dylan's career, I think.
Oh. I didn't really pay attention to Bob Dylan, to be honest.
No, fuck Bob Dylan. I don't care about him, but hopefully those guys don't give a shit that we have the same name as them. But they also haven't posted since August 21, so snooze you lose, boys. Sorry.
Yeah. We're going to come in and take over it.
We're taking this name.
Yeah.
It's our name. I've got it on the internet
Yeah, it's
for
claimed.
free. It's mine.
It's claimed.
Anyways, fuck Bob Dylan. Let's talk about sports because the playoffs are happening big time right now.
Yeah.
Basketball
Basketball happened.
happened. Golden State won.
I didn't want Boston. I wanted Boston to win.
I know. I was kind of rooting for Boston too.
Yeah.
Because Golden State, like, they have too much, man.
It's always been a super team.
How many accolades do you need?
Yeah.
Like Klay Thompson
This is
is.
his fourth ring now.
Come on, man.
You see the Klay Thompson lookalike guy? Got
Yeah,
banned?
dude, that happened so long ago though.
I know.
And now he's just getting in trouble for it.
Yeah.
I remember watching that, and I thought it was funny as fuck.
I
Honestly,
thought so too. I was
'Cause-
like, if he can make it, how many other lookalikes can do this to like other
Yeah.
arenas? You know?
dude, he just walked in. To be fair, it is technically trespassing because
Yeah.
I'm sure there were signs,
Probably.
but like they just let him in. He walked right through. What's Golden State's arena called?
Oracle.
Oracle Arena. He
Yeah.
just walked right in.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
High
he was
fiving
like,
guys
high
on the
fives.
way in or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
He does look like a fat Klay Thompson.
Well, 100%. He
Like
does
it-
the perfect goatee, like matches
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
And you know what? I remember watching that guy for a long time, like, cause he always did like rap
Okay.
shit, or he'd do like he'd dress up as like a nerd, I think, and play basketball in the
Oh,
hood.
okay. Yeah, yeah.
And then he would like, I think, okay, I could be wrong about this. I could be quoting a totally different YouTuber, but I'm pretty sure that was him. And he would, cross over, or he would do like rapper and Uber pranks, I think, shit like that. Big Doss TV, I think his name.
Okay.
And I remember like he had some funny shit, and that shit was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, but he was kind of an idiot about it at the end because he was like so pissed off that they banned him,
Yeah.
and he didn't really understand why they banned him from the arena. But like, to be fair, you did just trespass.
Yeah. You're breaking the rules.
It's kind of gray because the security is supposed to stop anyone that's not.
Yeah. I would blame security on that for sure. It's like,
So we're just petty too. Then we're just
Yeah.
like him, I guess.
I guess so.
I was just about to talk shit about him for being like that, but we're gonna be the same. Sour. How dare you ban me from your place that I broke into?
Yeah.
He didn't really have to break in though. He just walked in.
Oh, I know. Like,
If he had to like take out a little bobby pin and shit to
or,
get
yeah,
in,
like a little like, lock pick.
Fallout style,
Yeah.
then yeah, I can see charge that guy's ass. But
Yeah.
they didn't charge him for anything though,
don't
right? They
think
just
so.
banned him. So get over it, I guess. Big Doss,
Yeah.
Big Doss, Big Dog. I don't remember his name,
Big
but
dogs.
like you got to go into the fucking like behind the scenes
Arena.
at the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah,
so,
with the camera guy following
with
you.
the camera. So be chill, man. I'd just be appreciative of that actually.
And then last night too, Colorado Avalanche beat Tampa. I don't know if you saw that game.
I watched a bit of it because I was at Chuck's Roadhouse.
Oh yeah, 7-0.
Crazy.
Nuts.
That's another team. Tampa Bay is kind of like Golden State in the way, like
Yeah.
they've been winning too much for too long.
Yeah.
But their team's getting old, I'm pretty sure.
Well, Stamkos is up there, right?
Stamkos has got to be damn near 40,
I think so.
in his 30s for sure. But
Yeah,
they
late
used to have a crazy team.
Yeah, and they want to make the three-peat, right? So it's like,
Yeah,
how many times do we have to see Tampa Bay win?
I know. That's sports though, man.
Look at the Buccaneers too, right? With Tom Brady. I'm happy Tom Brady's back.
Yeah, I love Tom
Say,
Brady.
I love Tom Brady. I think
Tom
he's
Brady's the
one of
homie.
Yeah.
I didn't even really watch football until the last 2-3 years.
Yeah.
I watched every game basically for Dallas,
Yeah.
and I was watching Buccaneers games.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I just like to watch Tom Brady.
He's so good.
Fuck.
Like,
You know what? Even if he was shit,
yeah.
I feel like I would still appreciate him.
Really?
Just because he's got this like magical,
Charisma?
yeah, something behind him that
Okay.
you're just like, man, that's a fucking hero.
Yeah.
I don't really look up to him because I don't play football or anything, but
Yeah.
I like that. I like his work ethic and his commitment.
I saw one of these funny videos the other day of like him with Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen and I forget the last guy that was with them. They were playing golf
Yeah.
and what was it? It was funny. Like Tom Brady goes for his pitch.
Yeah.
And the video's edited, but it's like really cleanly edited, so it makes it look like he gets a hole in one.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, yo, that's awesome. I'm gonna show that
Like
to
that could be
everyone.
real.
Yeah, it could be.
You would believe that. Yeah.
And then the other thing too with Patrick Mahomes, was trash talking his partner Josh Allen, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, "Well, what is your partner the most afraid of?" And he's like, "A coin toss," because that's how they lost the game. I
Yeah.
was like,
You know, the
"Oh,
coin
man."
toss in football is kind of bullshit, right?
Yeah, they changed the rules now for this upcoming
What's
season.
the change? Because before you would get screwed if you got some.
Second, yeah.
If you went second,
You lose.
that's game over.
Yeah, every time.
It's like going to the casino.
Yeah,
It seems like you can't beat the
Everything ties
house.
in, yeah.
That's it.
figure eights.
But what's the rule change now?
Loosely speaking here, because I don't really follow it 100%.
Yeah.
It was both teams get to play now, instead of just one team getting one possession first to score.
Mhm.
Both teams get a possession. So if team A goes
Yeah.
and they don't score, it goes to team B, and if team B doesn't score, then that's when it plays through. Whereas before it was like team A plays, they score, game's done.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I was confused for a second, but I understand. You get a chance at it. It's not a one
Exactly.
and done.
Exactly.
Like
You get a field goal from 45 yards away, game's done. You're like, oh shit, we could have easily
Yeah,
played.
yeah. I guess that's kind of like hockey. Like you score, but hockey's a more even playing field. It's not a
Yeah.
coin toss.
Yeah.
There's no possession. Everyone
exactly.
can have possession,
Yeah.
but you score in the overtime.
Or play 4-on-4 or whatever it is. There's a penalty that happens. Maybe there's a power play going on for
Yeah.
you pulled your goalie because you're trying to get
Yeah.
every man you
There's
can.
factors.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad they changed that because people were upset about that at the end of the year.
And that was such a great game too.
Yeah.
The Buffalo Kansas City game.
Yeah. Yeah. Super Bowl is always fun to watch.
That too. Yeah. That concert was actually sick.
Oh, with the
Super
50
Bowl.
Cent and Eminem in them.
Yeah.
50 Cent looked like he was hurting to get off that though. How long was he hanging there? The guy's head just filled with blood. Like, is 50 good out there? 50, come in.
And then Kendrick Lamar's part 2. I thought that was pretty sick. He dropped off a new album. I still haven't listened to it. I'm
I hate to
sorry.
say it, I haven't listened to it either. Or
Right?
this Drake shit either.
Okay, so I gave Drake a listen.
Okay.
And I'm a big Drake fan. This part sucks. I wasn't feeling the album, but there's a few tracks where I'm like, they're bippity boppity.
Yeah.
They're kind of it's like a dance hall song.
Oh, okay.
And then Text Goes Green. That's the one I like a lot.
What is it called?
Text Goes Green.
Okay, I'll check it out. I gotta listen to the whole thing actually.
Yeah.
Would you give it out of 10? Honestly, 10 being like nothing was the same or take care
Oh,
or
man.
something like
Comparing
that.
it to those guys?
Okay, let's say Take Care is a 10 in Drake's catalog.
Take Care's a
I
10?
think it was like in Drake's catalog that's a 10. In albums that's damn near a 10 in general. I think I loved it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Compared to that, what's this one
It's
called again?
It's honestly never mind.
Honestly, never mind. Where
I'll
would
say
it?
7.
It's a 7? Damn,
Seven.
that's pretty good.
It's a 7.
So you liked it enough then?
I liked it enough.
Like it's average or better.
It's average. It's not like a wow your socks off. Like he doesn't rap a lot. It's
Yeah.
very much just like a few verses. Like
I need a one dance.
Something like that.
That
Like
type of
Controlla,
shit.
like-
Controlla, I like
Yeah.
those tunes.
No,
but-
it's more like Passion Fruit from
Oh.
that song.
Yeah, I like Passion Fruit, but I don't want a whole album of Passion Fruit.
That's the thing. It's the timing of it, right? Like if they drop this at the end of summer,
Yeah,
I can totally see it.
yeah.
Now it's just like,
But you know what I find Drake does?
wow.
Or he has done because Drake at one time was like, anything he put out was good.
Yeah.
Like he could put out
Everything.
anything and it didn't really matter. Generally speaking, anything Drake put out I thought was amazing.
Yeah.
Up until a certain point.
Yeah.
Maybe after Views or something, somewhere in there. But
Yeah,
I
Views already a
find
classic.
this is what he's been doing. Like he put out, what was that, Scary Hours or whatever?
Dark Lane demo tapes.
Yeah, that one he put
Yeah.
out, but
2020.
that was like old songs, right? Or was it new songs?
Care Package.
Care Package.
That was old songs.
So he keeps like putting out these like he'll put something out
Yeah.
and then like I'm sure this album did number one still. I'm
No
sure it
problem.
did well.
Yeah.
But like critically, the reception didn't seem that great.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of like, oh yeah, that's just don't worry about that. I just put that out.
Yeah.
I got something. I got the real thing coming now. That's what I'm finding Drake's been doing.
I thought we would have had at least a full year marinade on Certified Lover Boy. And I was like, all right, this will be good. Like, people
Yeah.
are still remixing the songs. Like, you still hear them at the clubs. Like,
Yeah.
the bars are still playing them. Getting
Certified Lover Boy was
September.
what songs were on that?
Way Too Sexy
Oh yeah.
with Kawhi Leonard in the
Oh
music
yeah,
video.
yeah.
It was
There's a couple
hilarious.
good songs in that album.
In the Bible,
Yeah.
Jay-Z,
There wasn't that many good songs. So kind of forgettable, right?
Knife Talk, 21 Savage.
I like that song.
Yeah.
Overall, I'd give that album like a 6 or something from what I remember. But You know which one is actually pretty good? That surprised me was Scorpion.
Scorpion? Yeah, I like
thought
that
Scorpion had hits, man.
one. Yeah.
Like, it
A-side,
wasn't the
B-side.
classic Drake album, but it had a lot of just, like, it was rapping.
Yeah.
There
That
was a
album
lot of
was
rapping.
unreal. Like the tours that he did for it.
Oh, you went to the tour,
No,
did
I
you?
did not.
You got the
I
got a
the
hoodie.
merch, yeah.
You got the
Sarah-
hoodie, so
Sarah
it looks like
Jackson.
you went.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, hey man, what did we say? Fake it till you make it.
Fake it till
One
you
day
make
you'll see Drake on Scorpion tour when he's like 80. Right?
Scorpion Part 3, and you just
Yeah.
show up with the old merch. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, I got this. Check it out.
But I'm still a Drake fan for
Yeah.
life. Like,
Yeah, you can't not. Still wear the OVO. Still wear everything.
Yeah.
It's overpriced, but it's like...
it's so overpriced.
Yeah.
But I've been watching this guy on stake.com.
Okay.
I've been watching a lot of gambling. Like, we used to like gambling. I used to like gambling a lot. I just
Yeah.
can't really afford to do it anymore because I'm trying to put my money into ventures
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
Because this is gonna make me so much money. At least gambling, I got a 2% chance of making my money back, but
Yeah.
it's worth it. This is way more fun. But Drake's been gambling. If you haven't heard of Stake.com, it's a crypto gambling website, and they're based out of where every other online gambling site is Carousel, right?
Okay.
Which is a small island. They have like probably 20 plus online gambling sites there. Roulette and
I love Curacao. It's like blue liquor, right?
maybe, I don't know, man. I'm not even saying this name right, honestly. I'd probably not Google it. Don't,
Curacao.
listen, I want to actually make a disclaimer before
We're
someone-
doctors. Everything we say is a professional opinion.
Yeah, exactly, but the opposite of that. So,
We're not
whatever he said, but the opposite.
Yeah.
That's what we are. So, but Stake.com is like the big boy in online crypto gambling. There's other sites like Roulette,
Okay.
you know, pretty big still, hosted in the same place, obviously, because it's illegal in the United States, online gambling. In Canada, number one freedoms, we can online gamble all we want here.
Nice.
And streamers move to Canada to come play and stream on Twitch.
No way.
So Drake is obviously one of those people. He's not a streamer, but he has a huge house in Toronto, so
Yep.
he can easily gamble in Toronto or Mexico. Most of them go to Mexico or Canada, and they get paid like ridiculous amounts of money.
Nice.
Like, you wouldn't believe it.
No.
I don't know what Drake's making.
No
But-
idea.
I was listening to this dude. He's a streamer talk about how much. Multiple streamers talk about how much money Stake is paying them.
Yeah.
So dude was saying like he has to work 15 hours a month gambling.
Okay.
And you have to uproot and move to Canada or Mexico, or you're flying in and out because Steve Will Do does that.
Oh, yeah?
Steve Will Do does that. He has a condo in Mexico,
Yeah.
and he lives in Miami, so he's just in and out all the time. He's just in and out,
Jeez.
just gambling. But they're making like 10 mil a month
What?
for streamers.
What?
We're not talking Drake.
No.
We're talking like some of the larger gambling. Sorry. Some of the larger Twitch streamers, Aiden Ross and shit.
Okay.
Buddy was like, one dude I heard he was talking. He was like insulted because someone said that they were paying him $1 million a month, but he's like, it's much more than that.
Yeah.
Do the math, man. Buddy said he turned down $10 million a year for 15 hours a month of gambling,
That's
and it's your
wild.
money. Like, it's different. Before how they were doing it, Roulette was doing it before.
Okay.
Greasy though. Steve Will Do It was big. It's how he funds these videos, right?
Yeah.
And I love Steve Will Do It. No shade at him. Like, you say what you want about him, but he's one of my favorite YouTubers because
He's
he's
funny.
a fucking funny guy. And
He's
just
funny.
he seems genuine to me, and he gives away a lot of money. But they were basically like filling balances. You go on, you watch Steve Will Do It gamble, and the balance would be like 300,000. It's a fake balance.
Okay.
Because they just put it on your on your thing, and you lose it. There's no money being exchanged.
Right.
They give you $300,000 on your. It's a number on your screen. If you lose it, they didn't lose 300,000. It's fake.
Yeah.
Made up money that's not existing. And Steve didn't lose 300,000, but at the same time, he signed up 2,000 kids or 2,000 people, and he gets an average. He gets a percentage of the average losses. So if you, it doesn't even matter if you lose. If you signed up and you're playing, he would get a percentage of the losses, average. It was like millions of dollars. And he was benefiting because he wasn't staking his own money,
Yeah.
but you're playing because you're watching him win.
Yeah.
You sign up, and when you lose, he wins. So it was a sick deal, and he admitted to the whole thing. Like, he never would try to cover it up. It wasn't a cover up. There's a motorcycle in the background. 1 sec.
Oh, okay.
It was never like, he was very honest about it. He isn't probably like a genius of a person. No
Yeah.
offense to him.
No, that's okay.
And nobody in his team this is his thing. Nobody in his team really was like, yeah, this is not a moral thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, this is kind of greasy. Nobody really told him, apparently. And I don't know. You probably, as an adult, you don't really have an excuse like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you signed a contract, you should know what's in that deal.
Know
And you
what's in
should
the
know
contract.
if
Know what you're
something is
signing.
right or wrong
Yeah.
in that circumstances.
Moral compass is like, hey, he's a little crooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cycle that you get paid and the casino gets paid, and then a very tiny percentage of the people that you sign up get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe they win.
Right.
But eventually they lose. Right? The house wins. We just, we said this. So.
Yeah.
But what Stake does is basically they give you $10 million, or like a month you get $1 million or whatever.
Yeah.
That's your money. And that's a real balance. But the difference is you can bet $1,000
Yeah.
and get your 15 hours in, or you can bet the whole thing and lose it all.
Oh shit.
But you don't get any more money after that.
Right.
You have to gamble with the money they pay you. So it's a little less greasy.
Okay.
But these casinos make so much money, it doesn't really matter if they give you $1 million.
Yeah.
Because they make so much money. Billions of dollars.
Casinos are always raking it in no matter where you go.
Yeah, man. And you know what the thing is? Like, Google the stake.com office address. It's on this island in a third world country, basically, and it's a fucking... This is a nicer building.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's a shithole building. They just
Yeah.
need an address to plug servers in.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I don't know
Yeah,
how they do
something.
it. But yeah, but stake.com, and this is how much money they have to be making, because not only are they sponsoring all these huge YouTubers, the biggest rapper, pop star in the world, Drake too,
Yeah.
who's doing $20 million bets and shit,
Yeah.
but they're also paying Kyle for Gerard from Nelk. Now, if you know anything about Nelk, is they don't take sponsors.
Okay.
They never have a sponsor in their video. They don't take money from outside companies.
Yep.
They only make money by plugging their
Their own stuff.
alcohol, merch, whatever. And Kyle was always big on that, from what I remember. He was always big, like, we don't need, fuck a sponsor.
Okay.
We'll sponsor ourselves. And that's kind of my attitude right now, but only because nobody's offering us money. But this guy is putting stake.com in his videos. He's on they have a podcast wearing Stake hoodies. I'm like, they must be paying him a fucking bag,
Yeah.
because they make a lot of money already, the Nelk boys, and they've always been anti-sponsorships.
Yeah.
They can do what they want.
Yeah.
So you know that Stake is paying Kyle a ridiculous
Lot
amount of money,
Yeah. 100%.
or he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
He's not a big baller like Steve, in the sense like he doesn't spend money. He's very good with his money. I
He's not very
think.
frugal.
He's not buying Lambos and
Okay.
shit like
Yeah,
that,
I know what you
right?
mean. Yeah.
He has a watch. Guess who bought him the watch? Steve will do it. A Rolex.
okay.
He has a fancy. I don't know what kind of car it is. Say it's like a BMW. Steve bought him the car.
Okay.
Like, he's not spending his money, right? So
yeah.
this guy makes good financial decisions, and I think
It's pretty sound. He's like Shaq.
it's got to be sound. Shaq too, man. Caroline was telling me about Shaq the other day, like how
Oh, yeah.
much money that guy. He's got like 155 guys.
Yeah.
Restaurants.
Yeah. I thought that was crazy. I saw the stats on Instagram there. I was like, what?
Insane, man. Yeah, these guys. You know what? It's the type of thing is. Excuse me, I had McDonald's earlier. It's the type of thing is like. One thing I've learned about investing, because I've been investing a lot the last few years. If you have money, you can make money.
Yeah.
You can multiply that money.
Yeah.
Right? So for them to be like, for Shaq, for instance, yeah, you made 20 million, 10 million a season, whatever it was with the Lakers or whoever.
Phoenix.
You take a few chances, you take a couple risks that would be risks for normal people.
Yeah.
But for him, all you need is one thing to blow up and you get all those investments back.
Yeah.
For sure, like Nas.
Okay.
As a prime example, this guy was basically bankrupt.
Yeah.
5-6 years ago or something, right? He invested in these startups, and a couple that you would know, like big time ones you would know. I just can't think of them off the top of my head.
Okay.
He invested in startups with the money he had remaining.
Yeah.
The guy made so much money. Like, say you invest in 10 startups, you just need one to make it.
Yeah.
So you invest like $500,000 or whatever, 200,000 per startup. You know what a startup does when it goes public, like Twitter or Facebook. Your stock is like worth millions now
Yeah.
because it went public, and now it's you made all your money back.
Some Dragon's Den shit.
And you know what? Those other startups might still make it.
Yeah.
You might still get your money back, but who cares? Because you just fucking invested in the next Twitter.
Yeah.
And you made $40 million on your public offering.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you have money, you can make money.
And then that's the whole like Elon Musk thing, buying Twitter.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny.
I think it's awesome, man,
Yeah.
because I like Elon Musk.
Yeah.
I think he has genuine intentions. He could be just a really good liar.
Yeah.
But I see like he's got enough. I don't think he's power hungry.
No.
I think a lot of people think he wants Twitter because he likes the power of it. But it's not. If you go on Twitter, like I'm on Twitter.
Yeah.
Because of YouTube and shit. And it's like, it's so dumb. Yeah, so you can go on Twitter and just like find random, all over amateur porn and shit like that. People posting their titties and dicks and jerking off or whatever. But, you know, you got someone like Donald Trump, and I'm not a fan of Donald Trump, but I'm a big believer in freedom of speech.
Yeah.
So this guy says something that may or not be true. To me, it doesn't really matter, even though he is the president of the United States and he does have some kind of a responsibility, right?
Ex-president.
He is the president. I'm just joking. He's the ex-president of the United States. He's the former president of the United States, 45th, maybe 44th. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he'll say something, and then he got banned.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's whatever, man. Like that's his thoughts. That's his opinion. But meanwhile, you can go on Twitter, like anybody, any kid can go on Twitter and just watch porn.
Yeah.
Or watch some. Dude, you want to do a deep dive?
No.
Go into it. No, you don't. You're right. He's right.
No.
But I did a deep dive one time on like Twitter pedos.
Okay.
Now we're gonna get this shit. Nah, we're far enough along in the video. I think if you're farther enough along in the video, you can say whatever you want almost.
Yeah.
I remember hearing that. That could be bullshit. I'm full of all kinds of fake news.
Fake news.
Yeah. But we're gonna just say like people that they call themselves minor attracted persons.
You told me about this.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
And it's on their bio.
Yeah.
They're not even hiding it, and they got anime and like kid shit on there.
Yeah.
They're not even hiding it. Meanwhile, and we're not talking one guy.
No.
I'm assuming thousands. I don't know, man. Don't fucking quote me on stats. Don't tell your friends these stats. They're not real. But you can just go in there and groom children, meet children. But, you know, the world superpower, the leader of the world superpower can't tell you to not take a COVID-19 vaccine or whatever it may have been. His opinion.
Yeah.
It just seems bizarre to me. So I think Elon is really just trying to make it open. He wants to get rid of the bots, all the fake bullshit that are. We could dive into conspiracies. We're not going to, but you know there are certain organizations that want to see disruption and you know people arguing and whatever. And you can easily do that, especially with bots. You can just send them in there and get them to stir up a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
He's trying to get rid of the bots. And he's trying to get rid of the banning and the censorship off Twitter. Because really, like, you can make the argument that Twitter is a private company and they can do what they want.
Yeah.
I am all for that. I'm big on the free market and I'm big on companies doing what they want and not what they want, but having some freedom. And I'm big on individuals having as much freedom as they want.
Right.
Minus those guys that are minor attractive people. Fuck those guys. But, so yeah, you can make the argument that Twitter is a private company. But in 2022, people aren't going up to Speaker's Corner with a sign trying to voice their opinions about whatever, politics and shit. They're all going on Twitter.
Yeah,
it's a public forum almost.
Yeah.
Anyone can sign up.
Yep.
As long as you're not banned.
Yeah.
You can sign up if you're above the age of whatever. I'm not sure what it is. Like, I'm not fucking well read in this.
No.
But that's basically, you know, that's your grandstand. That's your public forum to speak. So if you're blocking a whole political ideology, it's just a bubble now.
Yeah.
Right?
Privatized.
You just have only certain opinions.
It's circled of, you're recycling the same like topic or whatever.
Just going around and what do they call that? They call it an echo chamber.
Okay.
Because you speak out and everyone around you is saying the same thing.
Same thing, yeah. It shows you like algorithms of like this topic is now related to everything you've said.
And everyone's like, oh, this is awesome. Like the world is changing. No, it's not. You're just only seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's kind of bullshit that they ban people from stuff like that. And there are people that deserve to be banned. If people that are inciting violence and hate.
Yeah.
Like genuine.
Yeah.
Violence or stuff along that lines. Like, but not people that are just saying don't take the COVID-19 vaccine.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Because that to me is just not.
Freedom of choice.
Yeah, that's a choice, and I mean it should be a choice.
Should be.
Some, certain countries like the one we live in try to make it not a choice.
It's true.
I'm not gonna get into some like political dive here, but we're gonna move
I'm
on.
not a political person either.
We're not gonna move on it. We're gonna move on, but
Yeah.
because it's too early in the podcast, like as far as episodes go,
Okay.
for us to be fucking
Yeah.
out here like Alex Jones with tin
I don't know who
hats.
that is.
Yeah, exactly. Look him up. I love that. Okay, I don't love the guy, but I like watching him.
Okay.
But he is king conspiracy.
Oh, jeez.
But he's been right a lot of times.
I thought it was an interesting fact the other day too. They were saying that like Teslas have like been involved in like almost like 34% of like the online like accidents from like the self-driving features. So like people are definitely just sitting there like sleeping or doing nothing, and they just like let the car say go, and then
Yeah.
it's like bing boom,
But like
crashes into the
to
side
their
barrier.
credit, those cars shouldn't be crashing.
They shouldn't be. I know. Like they practiced it, they rehearsed it, they put out the
They
technology.
rehearsed it. They
I
did
don't know
the
what
thing.
they did. Yeah, like you figure like the software should be like damn near impenetrable of like right now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Well, especially because I don't know if they're advertising this because they don't really advertise, but I've been seeing things about, the auto driving and people
Yeah.
doing Ubering.
Yep.
Uber
Yeah,
Eats.
I've seen that.
So like,
Yeah.
I don't know if what you're telling me is true, but these cars braking or whatever, cars like falling off the road, but if they are, we shouldn't be telling people to just let their car go out
No.
on their own.
No.
Actually, you know what? Even if there's a 99% success rate,
Yeah.
the
That
1% seems
1%
risky.
is the one that's gonna like it's gonna hit you.
And then you're not even there.
Yeah. And it's
You
like,
just run
insure-
someone over and
nobody's
leave.
gonna insure you. And it's like so like you crash into this car. It's like no man, it was the car. It wasn't me. Like what would you say?
Man. Yeah.
Right? It's like it wasn't me. It's like how do we know it wasn't you? It's like, well,
At some point, there'll be a precedent set. Like someone will go
gotta
to
be.
court, right?
Yeah, there's got
And
to
then a
be.
judge will have to make a call.
Yeah.
Like who's liable? Obviously, you own this car. You click the button to get him out of your driveway.
Yeah.
It seems like that's your responsibility.
That was a cool topic too of like judges and trials and whatnot, like with Johnny Depp,
Yeah.
the abuser and all that. And it was like he won his trial.
Yeah.
What else happened too? Recently, I watched Stranger Things.
Yep.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. Stranger Things was sick. You know what? They still have it's done, but they got the other half coming.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I still haven't caught up yet.
Catch up. We just finished it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and Caroline.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
just finished it, and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Probably the best since the first season, I think.
I know. I liked it. It's pretty dark.
It was dark. Yeah.
And it's like hour and a half long episodes though. That's what's doing me in, right? Because I'll
Yeah.
sit there, put it on before bedtime. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna cry.
Then you crash and you don't even finish. You have to
I
start
know.
it again.
Exactly. It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
We watch it in Obi-Wan.
I gotta get into that.
That's pretty sick. I don't know. It's pretty. It's they've done a good job of like captivating like the essence of like Ewan McGregor being himself like 18 years ago. Same
He's
thing.
in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hayden Christensen's in it too.
I did see that, yeah,
Yeah.
but he's like 40.
Yeah.
Right? Is he still playing young Anakin?
No,
He plays old
he's
Anakin?
playing Darth Vader.
Oh, yeah, but they have, what's his name? James Earl Jones as the voice still?
I don't think
For
so.
Darth Vader?
No, I don't think so. I think they've they've sound dubbed it.
Oh, they put,
Yeah.
fuck.
So
But
it's
he's
like,
dead, right? Is he
James Earl
dead?
Jones. I'm pretty sure James Earl Jones is like, if not, he's got to be.
He's
like,
on his bed?
Yeah, probably.
Ooh, E.
Yeah.
Because I had a friend tell me that he was the voice actor in it.
Yeah.
But who knows? It didn't really make too much sense to me because I thought he was either dead or like
Ready to croak. Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like once that breath ends, sorry. No, I shouldn't say shit like that, man. But this is comedy, man.
Yeah.
We're just joking around and shit.
Oh yeah.
So don't take anything we say too serious. But yeah, man, there's lots going on in the world. Unfortunately, most of it's bad.
A lot of it
But
is
we get cool television.
We do.
Fuck, television's good in 2020. Dude, it's so good, man.
Yeah.
The shows are insane.
Reality checks of like what's going on in the world.
Yeah,
like,
like-
what's that other one? Like Love Island and
Yeah.
the Ultimatum.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie. Me and Caroline watched some of that. We
Oh,
watched
yeah?
the 2 seasons of that show where they're in the booth
Yeah.
and they can't see each other.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
that shit called?
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind. We watched
Yeah.
for both seasons
Yeah.
because it's just so ridiculous.
It's an interesting premise, right? Like you're sitting there behind a screen
Yeah.
and you're like, do you want to get married? Or like, who are you? Like,
Yeah.
how would you say that to somebody?
Dude,
I don't know. I
That's
don't
not-
believe love's blind. I'm sorry.
No, man. You know what? I hate to admit it. Like, I've like had a mate. Like, this is back. I've been in Caroline almost 3 years now. But when I was like in the dating world, you meet someone on Tinder and you're like, oh, this person's really great
Yeah.
over text.
Okay.
And then it's the same kind of concept, but at least you can see them in pictures. And then
Yeah.
you show up in person, you're like, in person, it's not the same.
No.
And I had that a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Love is Blind is just so ridiculous because they're together like a matter of a couple weeks before they actually get married.
Yeah. They only have like X amount of dates or whatever, right? It's
Yeah.
like, well, that's what the show like. Tries to,
Yeah,
like, show
you get like a
right?
first week of like go on as
Yeah.
many dates with whoever here.
Yeah. It's like a mixer, and then you
Yeah.
gotta do this thing. Oh,
Then you propose.
yeah, it's so wild. Same thing with like 90 Day Fiance. I've never understood the premise of that show. Like,
Desperates.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Desperate people, probably.
Like what's that guy's name? Like Ed. The
Oh,
big neck.
fuck. Yeah, big boy Ed. He's
Yeah.
got the fucking huge neck.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Ed.
Ed.
I don't know his last
He has a
name.
name. He has another name with him attached. But yeah, Ed from 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, like that.
Big Ed.
Big Ed, sure.
I think they called him Big Ed.
Why not?
He's not very big.
Big enough. Big enough to be called Big Ed.
Yeah, no one calls me Big Dave.
yeah. Hey,
Right?
Big Dutch.
Big Dan.
yeah, no.
But
Here comes
that show, I watched a bunch of that too. Because I'm like, sometimes you just need to watch some stupid shit.
Yeah.
And just like, not think about everything.
Yeah,
So
you tune it out and you're like, this is what
Yeah.
I'm doing today.
you spend a Saturday just watching stupid reality shows sometimes, just like resets you. But we watched that other one too, the Ultimatum one.
Yeah.
And that shit was
Dumb.
so dumb. Like, bro, these people are, no one was older than, let's say the average age was like 22, 23.
Okay.
Why are you so desperate to get married? What are you doing in your life right now? Don't you have shit you want to do?
Yeah.
Don't you want to do some shit?
Yeah.
No, there was a couple guys that gave the ultimatum, right?
Okay.
At first, I never understood that.
Yeah.
Never seen that before.
Oh.
But the girls that were giving it to, like, they just seemed like dicks. They seemed like assholes.
Yeah.
It's like, you got this guy. The one guy was fucking great, man. He did everything for this girl.
Okay.
Like, bought her a car. Like, he bought her a Jeep. Not like a Jeep, like a fucking trail.
Cherokee or a
yeah,
Trailblazer or something?
yeah, no, Grand Cherokee or whatever it's called,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
shitty version. But still, brand new vehicle.
Yeah.
And this girl was like, basically, marry me or I'm leaving you. Like, bro, this guy, he finally got a good job and he was like supporting you and all this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And she's just an asshole to him. And he, like, it didn't take him long
Yeah.
to realize, like, yeah, fuck this. Because he met another girl
Okay.
in the show. Because what happens is you get paired, everyone just has to pick a stranger from one of the other couples.
Right.
People. And he met this girl and he was like into it the whole time.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend didn't like that because nobody picked her. She was there because some other guy was also like, the dude that was also giving the ultimatum, he wanted to be with his girl. So he wasn't trying to
He wasn't trying to
find
press
someone
her.
either.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So those two just fucking lived in the house together, basically. And yeah, so he, they were just living in a house together and
Yeah.
they weren't even participating. She was just like, I hope that this dude picks me to have my kid. And he didn't. He didn't,
Wow.
and she ended up being, like I said, she's 23.
Yeah.
She's acting like this is the final
Stretch
chance.
of her life where she's like.
Like she's a good looking girl or whatever, she can find someone else. You
Yeah.
know? And she did.
Nice.
Off the show, because I watched the reunion too. Don't
Oh,
judge
okay.
me. Don't fucking judge me. I watched the reunion though. Because I needed to see.
Sometimes
but
the reunions are better than the entire season.
I just needed to see who made it, who didn't make it, so I
Right.
could laugh and judge and just be petty. Like I said, sometimes you need that.
Speaking of reunions, the best reunion I saw recently, actually it wasn't even recent, it was like last year, was the Friends reunion.
Oh, I never watched that.
No?
Was it cool?
It was good.
Was
yeah.
it an episode of the show?
No, it was like
They were all on there talking about the show and shit?
Yeah.
Like, as actors?
as actors, yeah.
Like they weren't, it wasn't Joey and Ross. It
No.
was Matthew Schwimmer and
Yeah, Dave Schwimmer.
David Schwimmer and Matthew Perry or
Perry.
That's the other
Joey
guy. That's
Schwimmer.
not even Joey, but I don't know. I never watched Friends, I'll be honest. I'm just lying right now.
That's
I don't
okay.
know. I just like Jennifer Aniston a lot.
Yeah, she was awesome. Yeah.
She's cool.
And then Courtney Cox.
But the
Okay.
reunion was good.
Yeah, it was a good show.
I bet because
they
there's a
did
lot of
good.
insight, man. That was the biggest show on television.
Yeah, Lucy Kudrow. For years.
They made a lot of money making doing
Yeah.
that show, man.
And then I've been watching Seinfeld lately.
Oh fuck yeah, Seinfeld's always good, man.
Yeah. It's hilarious. I love
Again,
George.
that was the biggest show too.
Yeah.
Like it was like
Honestly.
Seinfeld ended,
Yeah.
And then Friends took over as that top spot, I think.
Yeah. I think that's accurate.
Because Seinfeld kind of started in the late 80s, right?
Yeah.
And then ended in the mid 90s, maybe.
Yeah.
And then Friends kind of
Just
started
kept
then
going.
and took off.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of Joe Rogan, and he was on a sitcom in
Oh,
the
yeah.
90s called the Newsroom, I think.
Okay.
News Radio.
News radio.
He played a radio at a radio station. You've probably seen it. It has that dude. That one dude, I don't know his name, but he's like
One
a
dude.
quirky kind of gay actor with a little fro and glasses. You would know him. I think he was on that show, but it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant information. But he said everybody, once sitcoms, because Tim Allen got a sitcom, Seinfeld, once these big stand-ups started to get sitcoms, and before any of the internet existed, that was the dream.
Yeah.
Every stand-up comedian wanted to get a sitcom.
Yeah.
Like, that was it. Everyone's fighting for sitcoms, right? Because there wasn't many options. You had to be on network television to make
Yeah.
money. Otherwise, you're just doing stand-up touring.
Like, what's his name? Chris Rock got Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah, man. Especially at that
Jim
time.
Belushi.
Jim Belushi, John Belushi.
John Belushi, yeah.
What's that Mexican dude? Carlos.
Smells Pina?
No,
that's
you know the
Tim
guy.
Rush.
Fuck. Anyways, there's a bunch of them.
The other guy too. The guy that has the Fluffy World Tour. I don't know his name.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, they
Yeah.
all got, he's a teacher, right?
Yeah.
I've watched the first episode or two. Yeah, it's still big now, like stand-up.
George Lopez.
That's who I meant.
Yeah.
George Lopez, not
Yeah.
Carlos Mencia.
Okay.
Carlos Mencia was stealing jokes
Yeah.
forever.
The name Dane Cook with his movie career.
He had some good.
He has a good.
He
I
had
like
some-
his
I
stand-up.
loved Dane Cook in the time. Watch it now. Ugh.
Yeah.
It just didn't age.
Yeah.
But me and my brothers would die watching Dane Cook.
Yeah.
Like, just some dumb shit, but it was funny.
Yeah.
It just didn't, like, age too well. It's hard for stand-up to age because a lot of it's just relevance.
Eddie Murphy, right?
Eddie
Look at
Murphy.
him. Great.
His is still funny.
Yeah.
But, like, even Joe Rogan, I bet you watch old. Because he's not Dave Chappelle.
No.
Or Chris Rock.
Yeah.
He's, like, a pretty good stand-up comedian. But he's not all-time.
Yeah.
So, like, I bet you watch shit from, like, 10 years ago that he did, and it's like, it's not that good.
Have you paid attention to any of this Pete Davidson stuff?
Yeah, like him leaving SNL and him with Kim and all
Kim
that
and
shit.
Jay, yeah. And then Kanye was getting into it. He's like on his like this song with 504 in.
Oh, yeah.
He drops that verse.
God, something?
City of Gods.
City Gods, yeah.
Yeah. I like that song.
Yeah, Pete Davidson's on top of the world right now, to be
Oh,
fair.
100%.
Him?
And Kim was the one that initiated the contact.
Yeah,
That's
I
why-
did
that's
see
why I
that.
thought it
Big
was
dick
pretty
energy.
sick. Yeah.
I think this was probably the best thing for his career, honestly.
Oh, for sure.
Because he was already pretty big because just for really honestly not that much of a reason. He's
No.
pretty funny.
Ariana Grande, almost.
That's why.
That almost like marriage thing.
Would anybody know Pete Davidson that much if it wasn't for Ariana?
I don't think so.
Would he have gotten the opportunities
I don't think so.
to do movies, and he's like the top guy in SNL. He's done
Was,
now, right?
yeah.
After this season.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's the funniest guy, but he's like the
Well,
most well known.
before him, like, who else? What did you say? Like Andy Samberg?
And he's and that was
Seth Rogen?
been a few years, right? Was Seth
Yeah.
Rogen on SNL? I don't
Maybe.
think so. Sounds like you're making that up.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know a lot of SNL actors. You would know them if you saw them, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing.
But I was never a huge SNL guy. I was a Mad TV guy though.
Okay.
That was our era more.
Yeah.
SNL was more our parents. Like it's still running.
Yeah,
Mad TV is
100%.
not. But Bobby Lee and shit, that was
Yeah,
funny on Mad
yeah.
TV. Me and my brother would watch it. I don't know when Friday nights I guess it like come on at like 8 p.m. But we were like kids still too. But it's funny as fuck, man. Just
Yeah.
some shit we shouldn't have been watching, but it was funny.
Get away with it because it's late night. And it's like,
Yeah,
what are you guys
like,
doing?
no
Oh, we're
one's
just playing video games.
Oh, yeah, just watching Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's not. But that show wasn't that bad, anyways.
Yeah.
Right. It was like it's still network television, so it's pretty sensitive.
Dragon Ball Z's still going too.
Yeah, I can't keep up, man.
I can't keep up either.
I
There's
wish
so
I
many
could.
animes
I tried to watch the new Dragon Ball Super, right?
Yeah.
I tried to watch it, but it just too many episodes.
It's the thing, you fall behind once and then it's a
Mm-hmm.
slippery slope to get back into it, right?
Exactly, and I saw that they're kind of ending One Piece coming up. No,
I think so, yeah.
taking a break until the final arc,
Really?
and that's it. That's what I read. I will have to ask my brother, but
Yeah. You would know for sure.
they're gonna take a little break and they're gonna finish it. They got a live action shit coming for it too.
Oh, yeah?
Live action movie or show coming. They got it casted.
Okay.
One Piece is just an anime that's been going on for like 400 years.
Yeah, it's like over 1,000 episodes right now.
Yeah, try watching it.
Nuts.
You can't get through the episodes.
I
You know,
don't think I
it
would
takes
be able
years.
to. I don't think I'd be able to.
If you started now, yeah, you have to dedicate your life to it.
Yeah.
My brother, I think, is probably caught up or close.
Wow.
But I tried watching it, 2015. So if I kept going,
Yeah.
I'd probably be done too.
Yeah, maybe.
Right? But I quit. Alrighty, guys. So that is the end of this first episode of the Everything is Broken podcast. We're so happy to have you guys. We appreciate you guys coming by and watching. And we're going to be back next week. I'm Davey on everything.
Dan3TV, what up?
We are the Everything is Broken podcast. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, thank you. Take care.
Big cheese, no design on my jacket. Work hard, now I'm changing my bracket. Talk tough, we ain't hear that racket. Dogs came in, you know how to stack it. Take it wrong, but I'ma need my ends though. I got tigers on my chest like Kenzo. Rail came, yeah, he putting that Benz though. Carol's here, man, you know you stay 10 toes. Big dog, man, you know I ain't worried.